Hey everyone, Jamie Pate here. Welcome to another video. Thank you so much for being here and welcome to my one word. I think it's a concept I haven't shared much on this channel at all. Actually, I kind of fell off the last couple of years. I have chosen a word for many years. And I have participated with Ali Edwards' One Little Word for many years. I opted out last year, just kind of took a little pause, but I really missed it. I realized I missed it. I missed the community. I missed the prompts. I missed the creativity that comes with coming in contact with my work every month. So today, a couple of things I want to do. Number one, I want to share my album. This is going to be where I'm housing this year's one word. The second thing I want to do is I want to talk just a moment about one word. Maybe you're familiar with it, maybe you've heard of it, maybe you just could care less, and that's great. I'm just sharing what's going on right now on my tabletop. One word is actually a concept that's been around for a long time, and it's basically kind of replacing the New Year's resolution and the goals and all the things and the pressures that we put on ourselves. And instead, it's focusing on something that maybe a person wants to move into or wants to explore more, or something they're realizing might kind of be missing in their life. My word this year is celebrate. And if I were to choose that word right now, several weeks into the year, I probably wouldn't choose celebrate. It's not really quite fitting into our family dynamic presently, but that's just the thing about a word. Is my word has always found me. I've just kind of rested in it, and usually by the beginning of December, it's ascended upon me, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I think I'm going to focus on that word, and that's what celebrate was. But that's just it too. Is the other thing about a word is the exploration that it invites. It invites a person into discovering a word in a little more non-traditional sense. What's it mean for me to celebrate in every day? What's it mean for me to celebrate in a difficult season of life? What's it mean to celebrate when I have a grandbaby on the way? Of course, that's super easy, right? There's super easy ways to celebrate, and then there's not such easy ways to celebrate. And so I'm looking forward to unpacking all that. But today, let's get to the pretty stuff. And I would want to invite you and share with you how I'm going to be visiting my Celebrate One Word this year. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is how I'm housing my one word prompts this year. And in the past, I have used a 3-ring binder and pocket pages. And this year, I totally changed it up, and I wanted to go with the storyline chapters, the journaler inserts. Now, there's 3 that come to a package. This one is the pages are blank. This one is a dotted page. And then this one is the graph pages. So if I need more than one, I have plenty here, and I'm fine if I do go into more than one insert. The second thing about these inserts is that they're going to fit nicely into my 2022 Storyline Chapters album. So I like the idea of instead of it being a separate piece, a separate album, it's just going to fit right in with that main big album. So kind of excited about it. So as I go through here, I want to share some of the items that I've put to work in the making of this year's particular book. And so the cover is just word. I thought, super profound, right? Now the die set that you can see here on the front of this cover is called Opposites Attract. It's from scrapbook.com. What is super fun about this particular alpha set is that it comes in this traditional, very linear sans serif font, but then it also comes in this alpha font. I'm sorry, it's a handwritten font as well. And if you look on my Instagram feed, you're going to see this played out on the cover to the baby guest book that I did this past week. And so super fun, whimsical. You get 2 fonts in one. There's also numbers that look much more like this. So that's what I am using to title my book, and then to title the inside. And like I already shared, my word is celebrate, and I just used the gray and the black from this Playful cardstock set. And I'm trying to think where else I've used it. I'll point it out if I have used it someplace else. But that's just works for me. The other thing that is working really well is I have grabbed a couple of the pattern papers from, number one, from Vicki Bouton's Fernwood. This one's called Full Circle. You're going to see this played out. You're going to see this played out. Another pattern paper that is making itself known on here is from Paige Evans. It's the Bungalow Lane. You can see that there already. I'm using this as well. And then another pattern that I've pulled from is the paper 22 from Bungalow Lane. Just had these great tags on it. And so I've used that tag here. So to start off, the first thing I did was I created my title page. That's just where I always start. I love starting any kind of mini album with a title page of some sort. And so title page, and then these sprigs that are from scrapbook.com. And you've seen me use these sprigs everywhere. I'm a fan. I've been using these in my Christmas album, in obviously one word. I've just been on cards, just really, really useful. It's called Sprigs. Very, very useful die set. And so you're going to see this played out at least in January. Who knows how the rest of these months are going to play out. But that's what you're seeing here with some of the Fernwood paper. That's what you're seeing here with some of the Bungalow Lane paper. And then this little stamp here has become a fan favorite as well. It's just called Big Date Stamps. Great size on these month now, and the numbers, just a good size. So I went ahead and made sure. I just realized right now, this is not 2021. First mistake. We are already in 2022. I'm going to fix that. I don't know how many times I do that. I do that a lot, but you know, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to make a little notched little tag there. I hate that I've already did that on the paper, but you know, it's not about hating. It's just about, just fix it, James. So I'm going to fix it. I have a Such Wonderful Things Surround You chipboard sticker here that I'm a big fan of. And it's also from Fernwood's, from these stickers here. I think this is going to play out a whole lot in this album. I might just save it to be used exclusively for my one word. I'm not completely sure yet, but we'll see. Anything can happen. And so I liked what it said against the celebrate, you know, such wonderful things surround you. And that's part of what I am focused on, is seeing the things around me that might not be a traditional sense, you celebrating a birthday or an anniversary or a baby's arrival, but just the everyday. I came in here with some field note stamps from Tim Holtz, as well as the Spring Sprigs floral is from scrapbook.com, and the postage is from Heidi Swapp. And I just did a little small stamp collage on both the corners, so they're just kind of talking to each other a little bit. I always love that. Okay, in this pocket, you've seen me use these pockets quite a bit. There are the nested dies from scrapbook.com. The reason I wanted this pocket was, for one thing, to kind of balance out this page over here. And the other thing is that there are additional prompt cards that are part of Allie Edwards' One Little Word. And I haven't used them yet, but I wanted to go ahead and have them. So I just thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and create a space to store some of these things in, or whatever came about that I want to have part of this book that might not fit on the page itself. Love having pockets for that. Love just being able to stash something away. And Loving Every Minute is another of the Fernwood chipboard pieces. And so the back of that pattern paper has these great circles. I mean, the paper's called Full Circle. So for January, I have created these little tabs on the corner, on the edge of the page, just to make it just a little simpler to open up. And then when you get into here, you kind of get into the heart of the prompts that I have. And again, my one little word is celebrate. Celebrate just happened to be a stamp that's part of Heidi Swapp's Mink stamps. And so that was kind of fun. I came in here with an ink blending tool and Tattered Rose Distress, and I colored in part of the prompt cards just to give it a little bit more color and a little more interest. See my little tab there again. And then I created this little window, and that's where I will probably consistently put and stamp the month. And this stamp here, it's currently sold out, but it's from Heidi Swapp's January Captions. So that's what I use there. And then On the inside, you can kind of peek through. This is some more of that same stamp set. Go click in there if you don't have it yet and hit notify me, because that's a great stamp set, and I love how it opens up the year. So now I have define and invite and let go, and I've just filled those in with my thoughts that I've taken my time on this. I took the month of January and to really think through a lot of things. Now, one of the other prompts is intentions, and I don't have a whole lot of intentions written down yet, and that's okay, because I can always come back to that. To finish us off, though, for what I have so far for January is in the year ahead, and there's some additional prompts here. And so just a great way to document a year. It's a great way to document a month. It's a great way to document yourself right where you are, and it's a great way to document how you are bringing others into your word and sharing that with them, and it not just being all about you. And that really is my intention, is to find out how I can discover through these different prompts, through a creative practice like this book here, how can I celebrate this year for myself and also for those around me as well. So that's a look at how January has started so far in my one word book. And if you have any questions about this, please drop me a question. Love to hear from you. Say hi. You guys are a great community. I love catching up with you here, and I will see you in the next video.